If you want to read about the disastrous investment that was the Hacienda Club, bass player Peter Hook has a great book called How Not to Run a Club. It is amazing that a business could be run this badly. Back in a second with some not-so-great moments in censorship.
More of The Secret History of Rock coming up. Let's get back to The Secret History of Rock with Alan Cross.
Let me read you a quote. See if any of this rings true. Forms and rhythms in music are never altered without producing changes in the entire fabric of society. It is here that we must be so careful, since these new forms creep in imperceptibly in the form of a seemingly harmless diversion. But, little by little, this mischief becomes more and more familiar and spreads into our manners and pursuits. Then, with gathering force, it invades men's dealings with one another and goes on to attack the laws and the Constitution with reckless impudence until it ends by overthrowing the whole structure of public and private life. Now that sounds like a fundamentalist preacher railing against the evils of rock music, but actually it's not. That's from Plato's Republic, which was written about 380 BC. Even back then, people were advocating the censorship of music. Let's look at a few modern cases. Prior to the release of the Fallen album, Evanescence was so huge on the Christian rock scene that everybody assumed that they were a Christian band. I mean, they were played on Christian radio stations, they were featured on Christian music charts, they were sold in Christian music stores. And if you were to interpret anything from some of the very uplifting religious comments made to a series of magazines through 2002, Evanescence were looked upon as this nice, God-fearing bunch of kids from Little Rock, Arkansas. But then came the Entertainment Weekly article in early April of 2003. Guitarist Ben Moody used the F-bomb a bunch of times and took some deities' names in vain a couple more times. The uproar was, significant. Within days, and the actual date is April 10th, 2003, the owner of Wind Up Records, the group's label, officially recalled all Evanescence products from all Christian stores and Christian radio stations. The label apologized for, quote, misrepresenting the artist to the Christian community. The statement went like this. I apologize for what has become an unfortunate and embarrassing situation. While I cannot go back and undo what's been done, going forward we will scrutinize our Christian artists' beliefs and commitment with even greater diligence. I will personally inform all of our future artists who represent themselves as Christian artists and wish to be represented in the Christian community that doing so they must understand the lasting and ongoing commitment that involves. By June 30th of 2003, almost every single Christian record store had removed all traces of Evanescence product. Is that censorship? Or is it just another bad career move?